My name is Raha Moharrak, and I'm delighted to be part of Mastercard's Priceless Planet Coalition, where we discuss the why and how we should come together for a greener future. Now more than ever, the environment's decay has been very obvious. And this is exactly why when I was approached by Mastercard to be part of the coalition, I was absolutely honored, because this topic is very dear to my heart. You see, when I was climbing the 7 summits across the world, whether it was scaling the heights in the Himalayas or horseback riding across Mongolia, this topic of the planet and where it's going always came up. And that's what brings me here today, to the Terra Expo 2020 Sustainability Pavilion, where we come together and put our voices to try to find a solution to this problem and build a greener future. And with me today are 2 awesome voices, where I have the honor and privilege of introducing. First, we have Dino Story, who is the head of sustainability operations at Expo 2020. The second person I'd like to introduce is Bea Kornakia, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications in Middle East and Africa for Mastercard. Another fun fact, Mastercard is the main provider of paying in Expo 2020. Thank you so much for being here. I'm honored to have you both, and I'm really happy to have in-person events again.
Thank you so much for having us. This is amazing.
I know, I'm really excited.
I'm so happy and excited to be with 2 beautiful ladies in this amazing Terra Pavilion at the Expo 2020.
Thank you so much for being here.
And we are happy to have you.
Thank you.
Both Mastercard and the Expo 2020 are very passionate about sustainability, and this is why we're here today, to have a friendly, passionate, and helpful discussion to discuss how we can have a better future when it comes to the environment. Especially in the era we're living right now, it's become more and more important for us to talk about sustainability. And that's why I have my first question for you, Bea. You have been involved with everything Priceless, and especially this coalition. Can you please share with us and those who are watching, what is it and what's your purpose?
So thank you, Raha, and thanks a lot. I'm so excited to be here. I really feel that 1 year ago, it's when Mastercard has decided to unite a company, sustainability expert, and consumer across the globe to make an important pledge to plant 100 million of trees by 2025. We really believe that each of us can really make the difference. And with the work that we can do, we can really work all together to have a greener planet and a better planet for all of us.
Personally, for me, I completely understand why trees. But someone can ask you, why trees? It's beautiful, they make things, they give you shade, but why specifically trees?
I think that in this world, and especially during the last year that we went through the pandemic, we all understand how interconnectivity is important. We are all connected. Definitely. And so the Priceless Planet Coalition is not only planting trees, but we are also focusing on reforestation. And what is important is to choose the place where you do the reforestation, which has to be the best, the ideal scenario in order to guarantee a better planet and a greener future for everybody. But as usual in life, you cannot do everything alone. Yeah. And that's why I'm so honored and really pleased to have Expo with us. And as everybody knows, Mastercard is a proud sponsor of Expo 2020. Only together we can really make a change.
I completely agree. It's an incredible opportunity to actually start something like this that gives back not just to us, but to generations to come. And I like that you really highlighted my next question, which is for you, Dina. Please tell me more about this amazing bridge between the 2 brands. Tell me more about how Expo 2020 is giving back and is really, really serious about its sustainability mission.
Thank you so much. Well, I agree with Bea, because to be honest with you, we can't do anything by ourselves. And Expo's Connecting Minds, Creating the Future theme is all about collaboration. And so we have partners such as Mastercard. We're working with the international participants to ensure that we're not just making sure that these buildings around us are sustainable, because that's just the beginning. We're looking at the future and how we can collaborate and leave a legacy beyond the Expo.
Agree.
And that's how working with Mastercard, working with the international participants will ensure that legacy. And planting 100 million trees, I mean, that's a goal that we can only imagine if we work together.
I've always believed in doing things with big love, even if they're small. And that's exactly why I love that we came to this point, because I always say that as an individual, we all have the power to change something. We might not be able to change the world, but we can change someone's world. And this brings us to one of the most important aspects of any plan, which is numbers. Bea, please enlighten us.
Let me give you a little bit of flavor of some data in our part of the world. So 83% of UAE adults, they are aware about the impact of their action on the environment, which is a huge data. 96% of adults are ready to take an action in order to address the sustainability, which I just want you to think how this is important, because this will influence their behavior not only in their home, but also how they make purchase, what they buy, how they buy. And another data which is great is that 1/4 of adults says that they will stop buying products from brands that they do not have sustainability as a top priority in their plan.
And this brings me to the next part of the conversation. And I throw the question to you, Dina. Expo has put a massive effort when it comes to sustainability. You have a pavilion dedicated for it. I want to know, have you seen a difference? Has there been more awareness in the last couple of years since the Expo has been announced in the region?
For us, sustainability was always integrated into the DNA of Expo. And what I mean by that is not just the buildings, but our operations. When you talk about products, we have a specific guideline, which we call the RISE guideline, which looks at the supply chain of every single product we sell on site or we bring on site. We look at the packaging. We look at the fauna and the flora and make sure that it meets our requirements from locality and from adaptability. And the reason for that is because then we use less water and everything is interconnected.
It so honestly lightens my heart and fills my soul with happiness to know that not just us as an individual, but also we have the backing of the big names and big corporations, because this is not an individual fight. If you fight it on your own, you will lose. This is a collective mission. And I think I can talk to you guys for forever because we have the same passions. I can never get bored of the conversation with you, but unfortunately we have limited time. And I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart, individually as incredible human beings and corporately as a corporation. You guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much. And I wanted to just, in general, thank you all for listening. Remember to do small things with big love. This earth, this planet is not ours. We borrow it, we are the keepers of it, gift it to the next generation, just like the generation before us has gifted it to us. Make sure you give it in better condition. Thank you so much.
Thank you.